What if I told you that one of the most researched supplements in the world, typically associated with muscular young men, could be the missing piece for your midlife? Brain fog, depression, and fatigue. Hi, I'm Dr. A. I'm an integrative psychiatrist. Today I'm sharing something most doctors aren't talking about, creatine, and how it could help your mental and physical health. I'm sure you've tried everything, the expensive supplements, the diet changes, several medications, but that mental cloudiness, heaviness, and bone deep fatigue that makes getting through the day feel like wading through quicksand is still there. I see the struggle every day in my practice. Women like Julia, a 47-year-old executive, who told me, I feel like someone stole my brain and replaced it with a slower, foggier version. Or Mariah, 52, who said, I'm not depressed enough for medication, but I'm not myself either. Here's what's fascinating and what I'll reveal today. When estrogen drops during perimenopause and menopause, your brain's energy production changes dramatically. And creatine, yes, the supplement bodybuilders use, might help restore that energy. In the next few minutes, I'll share 5 surprising benefits of creatine, the science behind it, and how to use it safely. And stick around because at the end, I'll reveal the one mistake most women make when trying creatine. Let's start with what creatine actually is. Creatine is a compound naturally produced in your body. Your liver, kidneys, and pancreas synthesize creatine from amino acids. About half of your body's creatine comes from this natural production, while the rest can be obtained from foods like meat and seafood. Most of the creatine your body makes is stored in your muscles, where it helps provide energy, especially during high-intensity, short-duration activities. Creatine is crucial in energy production, especially in your brain and muscles. Think of your brain cells as tiny power plants. Each needs fuel to function properly. When estrogen declines during perimenopause and menopause, these power plants become less efficient. Research shows that women experience decreased brain energy metabolism during this transition. This is where creatine comes in. It helps regenerate ATP, your cell's primary energy currency, allowing your brain to maintain energy levels even as hormonal changes try to slow things down. But the benefits go far beyond just energy. Let me break down the 5 most important benefits for women in midlife. Number 1, improved mood and reduced depression symptoms. A groundbreaking study published in the American Journal of Psychiatry found that women who added creatine to their depression treatment saw improvements twice as fast as those on medication alone. Another study showed that creatine supplementation reduced depression scores by up to 56% in just 8 weeks. Why does this happen? Because creatine helps restore energy to key areas of your brain involved in mood regulation, areas particularly affected by hormonal changes. Number 2, enhance cognition and reduce brain fog. Cognition is how you think, learn, and understand what's happening around you. Now, have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why? Or struggled to find the right word in the middle of a sentence? These aren't character flaws, they're energy problems in your brain. A 2018 study in the journal Neuroscience found that creatine supplementation improved memory and cognitive processing speed in women experiencing cognitive decline. Participants reported feeling mentally sharper and more able to focus on complex tasks. One of my patients, Jennifer, a 49-year-old teacher, started taking creatine and told me, it's like someone finally turned the lights back on in my brain. But before I share benefit number 3, let me address something important. You might be wondering, isn't creatine just for bodybuilders? Will it make me bulky? This is one of the biggest misconceptions I hear. Creatine doesn't build muscle unless you're doing intensive strength training. What it does is provide energy to your cells, both muscle cells and brain cells. Women actually have lower natural creatine stores than men, making supplementation potentially even more beneficial. Now, number 3. Reduce fatigue and increase the energy. A study in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition found that creatine supplementation reduced feelings of fatigue in women experiencing chronic fatigue. Participants reported having more energy throughout the day without the crash that comes with caffeine or sugar. Think about it. Everything works better when your cells can produce energy more efficiently. You're not constantly running on empty. Benefit number 4. Protection against age-related cognitive decline. This is huge. As we age, our risk for cognitive decline increases. Imagine your brain is like a computer. Cognition is how it processes information. It's like your brain's thinking power. It includes paying attention, learning new things, remembering stuff, solving problems, and making decisions. Research published in Neuroscience Letters found that creatine is a neuroprotective agent, potentially slowing age-related cognitive decline by maintaining brain energy metabolism. In simpler terms, creatine helps keep your brain younger by ensuring it has the energy it needs to function optimally. And finally, benefit number 5, improved stress resilience. When you're under stress, your brain uses more energy. If you're already running low on cellular energy due to hormonal changes, stress can completely deplete your reserves, leaving you feeling overwhelmed and emotionally fragile. Research in psychopharmacology found that creatine supplementation helped buffer the effects of stress on mood and cognitive function. Participants could better maintain mental clarity and emotional balance even under pressure. Now let's talk about how to actually use creatine effectively. This is where most women go wrong. First, what type should you take? Creatine monohydrate is the most researched form with over 1,000 studies supporting its safety and efficacy. It's also the most affordable. Fancy, expensive creatine peptides or liquid creatine aren't necessary and often don't work as well. For dosage, research suggests 3 to 5 grams daily is optimal for cognitive benefits. You don't need to do the loading phase that bodybuilders often recommend. A consistent daily dose of 3 to 5 grams is sufficient. Mix it with water or add it to a smoothie. It's virtually tasteless, especially in small amounts. Take it at the same time each day to establish a routine. And here's the mistake most women make. They give up too soon. Unlike stimulants you feel immediately, creatine builds up in your system over time. You need to take it consistently for at least 4 to 6 weeks to experience the full benefits. Also, stay well hydrated when taking creatine. It pulls water into your cells, which is part of how it works. So drinking plenty of water optimizes its effectiveness. What about safety? This is crucial. Creatine is one of the most extensively studied supplements in the world and has a good safety profile. Research over 30 years has consistently shown it to be safe for long-term use. A common misconception is that creatine harms the kidneys. Multiple studies have debunked this myth, showing no adverse effects on kidney function in healthy individuals. However, if you have pre-existing kidney disease, consult your doctor before supplementing. Another myth is that creatine causes weight gain. While some people might initially experience a slight increase in water weight, 1 to 2 pounds, this is water being pulled into your cells, not fat gain. This effect is typically minimal in women taking the doses recommended for cognitive benefits. Let me share a quick story about my patient Linda, a 55-year-old attorney who came to me with severe brain fog that was affecting her work. She was skeptical about creatine but willing to try it alongside other interventions. After 6 weeks, she excitedly said, "Dr. Eyre, I can think again. I remember details from meetings without having to write everything down. I feel like myself again." Now, creatine isn't a magic pill. It works best as part of a comprehensive approach to midlife wellness that includes proper nutrition, regular exercise, stress management, and adequate sleep. It is also essential to check your hormones. This next video talks about how hormones can affect your mental health.